Hello there. Today was cool. Today was interesting. It was nice. Was nice. I was more aware of my patterns. So, I wake up. I woke up. I woke up. And then I was like, okay. Let's do the basic cold shower. I mean, for me, cold shower is not like it's just normal. It's just like a normal shower, whatever. But I don't like it's cold here. I'm not gonna lie. But okay, cold shower, and then I think that's the way you say it, vacuum, vacuum, vacuum. Is that abdominal exercise? Anyway, I did that breakfast, and then I read. I read. I read. I read. I read Never Split the Difference. Woo, great book. Great book. And I was like, okay. Okay. And then I make coffee. It's always the same thing. But when I make coffee and I start to drink coffee, I start to zooming out and, just wandering around my mind. I don't know. But yeah, I said, okay, here's the pattern. And then I said, okay, let's rehearsal the script. That's one point. And then I had the group call. I was more, let me see here. Because there's some things they gotta fix, some technical shit. So I wasn't being able to dial with that in that account. But okay, they I think they solved that in a way. I think it's alright now. But then the demo call was more chill. And then after I lunched, that's the problem. Because after I lunch, I just, I can't. I don't have, I just, reset. That's my thinking. Like, I just gotta reset. Reset. Do a reset. Reset. Just take a break and that's it. But I wasn't doing this actively. I was just lying in bed and like scrolling. Like, you're not because you're still like stimulating your brain. Like, there's a lot of information there. Like, so you're not resting. So it's like, I just lay down, and I was doing nothing. Like, no phone, no notebook, no nothing. Just lay down, rest. Like that. That is. I know it's very simple and might sound like very silly, but it's very helpful because I have no. It's like when you're cleaning the cache, cache. Yeah, the cache of your smartphone or your notebook. Like, you're cleaning the RAM memory. You know, it's the same thing because you're processing your thoughts and like the things you have like seen, like the things you heard, the things you thought, like you're like processing that, and like that helps like be more efficient. I'd say. At least that's the way that I feel when I do this kind of exercises. It's just like lay down, like, or just no do nothing. No, it's like being bored because I noticed that most of the times when I do that, I don't get bored because I'm so overwhelmed with my own thoughts that I just, you know. But the problem is that I do that like in times that I'm not supposed to do that. Like when I'm dialing, when I'm reading, like I start to like wonder. I don't know why. But when I just separate a time just to do that, and then it becomes more like the rest of the day becomes more easy for me because I'll just okay like right now I can just you know unleash the hell here, just think about whatever, and it's not that hard. I do this like very very often, and yeah, and I think it's getting better. Um, because I was like that's the beauty of when you have data, because like doing these videos I have data of how I talk, what I talk about, and the way that I see the world. All these things are in my videos, and I can see my patterns and like analyze that. And like my problem was is that I was focusing too much on like inwards, just like on my own mind, and I was forgetting about the whole world. So I was just like, why? Like that's very important, but in some situations you gotta act, not think. And I was just thinking about acting, but I wasn't acting, you know. And then I was like, shit, like the thing I told yesterday was exactly that. Instead of 100 dials, said no, I'll just enter this shit and I'll just click a button. Like way more easy, right? Like make 100 dials. Is one thing, like when it's like entering this website and clicking this button. Like way more easy. I can do that. Fuck that. I can like just click on a button. I can do that. I do this all day, right? We do this all day, like you know. And I was like, that's interesting. That's interesting. And I didn't do much dials, and I was doing using a different approach because I mean, what matters in the end of the day is a book appointments, right? And the way we do that, as long as it's ethical and like I'm not like fucking screwing with someone else or lying, it's okay. It's valid. It's valid. So I was calling these leads, and because this time was working the system, then I was like, shit, man, it's not that hard. But I gotta tell you, I was installing a lot to start doing the thing. Like, no, I gotta do this. Like trying to be perfect. But I did it. And like right now, I'm trying to have this vision more. How can I say more realistic? I don't know, more. Yeah, more neutral because I was like it's unnecessary, right? Saying like I'm didn't like I'm. This is not like I say that, but like I think I'm a piece of shit because I didn't hit my quota, you know. And is that thing like, would you go? Would you hang out with yourself? Like, would you have a drink with yourself? Would you? You know. I don't think about that. I think yeah, maybe I would do that. I'll do that. And like developing this relationship is like I said, you're gonna die being yourself. So, I mean, it's important to start doing that right now. So yeah, and yeah, the training went really well as well. The training went well also, and what else? What else? Yeah, I mean, it's way better now. Like when you see your patterns and you understand why you do these things, it's just more easy. No, I. It's not like I think. I'm sure that if I didn't have all this data, it would be way more harder, and I would be like just continuing this slump, like more time, like for a more extended period of time. But now that I can see, like literally, I can see like, okay, so I tend to do this. I tend to act this way. I tend to, when my thought process is like this and is not being productive. So how can I tweak that in a way that I can be more productive? Productive, yeah. And that's only possible because I have data, and I'm tracking that. Even though it's not perfect, it's never perfect. Um, I think in the beginning I was being more religious about that. Every time to, like right now I'm more, I do things, take some notes, and then it's been like 2 or 3 hours, and then I take notes of what I've done. Yeah, but it still is way more productive than doing nothing. Yeah, man. Yeah, it's cool. It's cool. Yeah, it's getting more clear. Yeah, the fog is like disappearing, and yeah, I have no idea what the future holds, but I have myself, and I mean I don't have the best relationship with myself yet, but I'm getting there. I'm getting there, and what a journey! What a journey! And it has just started. You know, what a crazy thing, right? Yeah, it's a crazy thing. And I realized other thing is that, yeah, little by little, start to see the results of training and eating less, and like that creates a confidence that okay, I did that, and I'm doing it. I did that like twice, get in shape, and I'm doing that again. No, and this time like by myself with no one else. So shit, like I'm thriving. I'm I'm thriving by myself. Just doing what I can with the resources that I have, and I'm getting results. And it's hard, like it's hard when like not so much for me because I'm used to that and I kind of like it, but if you put this in a perspective of the average people, let's say, like most of the people they find very hard to stick with a diet, or like, and for me it's been like easy, you know, and that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, I can do that. I can do that, and yeah, I just gotta follow what I'm saying. Stick with the plan and don't give up. As long as I continue, as as long as I continue doing that, I will succeed. It's just a matter of volume, uh, improve the skill set and the opportunities. Luck is when the skill meets opportunity. So right now I'm developing the skill. So when the opportunity arrive, yeah, when I have the lucky and then the opportunity arrive, you know, it's perfect, the perfect match. So yeah, that's it, man. Take care.